Welcome to Where I Long to Be, a magical trip report podcast. My name is Virginia, and I am your host. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In case you are new, this podcast is nearly 100% dedicated to trip reports to magical destinations around the world, including the Disney parks and resorts worldwide, Universal, global parks like Efteling, and cruises. If you have a trip coming up and are interested in being a trip report guest, please go to my website, which is whereilongtobepodcast.com, and click on the Be Our Guest link to follow the instructions there. At this point, I am looking for trip report guests in late 2026 and the early half of 2027. If that's you, submit as soon as you can for a better chance of being selected. On today's show, I am excited to bring you a pre-trip report from my May 2026 trip with one of my best friends, Jeanette. Jeanette is a member of my beloved Disney Dames and will be heading to Disneyland Paris with me this fall. And she is a frequent guest on the podcast. If you want to hear any of her past episodes, I've linked to those in the show notes. And with that, let's get into this conversation about our trip plans. Hi there, Jeanette.
Virginia.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you. And in honor of this specific trip, I brought props. Now, I know props don't make sense for a podcast because the listeners can't see them, but you can see them and explain. And maybe also explain why such a prop makes sense for this specific trip.
Okay, so listeners, Jeanette is putting on some what looks like pink iridescent eye masks. Is that what you call those? Like you put it underneath your eye. You know what I'm talking about, listeners, where you stick it on there and it's like good for your skin. So she's literally doing some skincare here.
And
I is that a heart or is that a Mickey?
It's a Mickey.
Oh, it's got like a cutout of a Mickey head at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to have really good skin under your eyes except for where that Mickey head is.
The tops of my cheekbones just have to suck it. But, it's something that you might wear whilst enjoying a slumber party.
Yes, Jeanette has deemed this trip Flower and Garden Slumber Party. And I was like, I love it. That's it. That's what this is. So we are heading down next week for a very quick jaunt just to enjoy Flower and Garden and each other's company. And for me to wrap up what has been one of the most insane Aprils at work that I've ever experienced in my life.
And I'm not saying a lot because I know that every April is nutty. So if this one's particularly insane.
It's true. I'm
sorry.
I realize with as much as I talk about April, people probably think I'm an accountant, but I'm not. But that added to the nuttiness of the month was on top of all my work stuff. It was just like, it's tax time. I got to get my taxes together, which is not that difficult because I use an accountant. But what is the difficult part is gathering together all of the documentation and making sure you have everything. And then for me, because I have the podcast, it's also like, I need to gather together receipts to submit. And so it's a little job unto itself that I always drag my feet on.
As a writer, I have that too.
Yeah. Got it done in time. Felt good about myself. And now I'm moving on with my life until next year. So. All right, let's talk about this trip because who wants to talk about taxes? Not me. Okay, so how did this trip come about? I'm trying to even think. I mean, I, of course, was like, I need to find a time to get down before July because that's too long for me to wait. And then also I was really hoping to see Flower and Garden because I missed it last year and I really wanted to get down. And I can't remember what came first. Was it the hotel discounts? Was it finding a good flight? I don't remember.
I think we were sort of bouncing back and forth dates and hoping that we could get a really good flight cost because we'd gotten so lucky in December where I think our flights were like $80 round trip flights.
Right.
And we weren't finding it. We were like hitting up against it that the flights were just not that good of a price. And if the flights aren't that good of a price, then we kind of have to stay. Like you got to at least make a higher price flight worth the stay. But yeah, there were the hotel discounts. And I was actually down in Florida at the time.
Yes.
You found the combination of a nicely priced Delta round trip, which is great because, we don't even have to deal with Spirit or Frontier Airlines.
I know. We get to bring a carry-on included.
I mean, I get to check a bag for free because I have the Delta Amex. So
Okay.
I may not do it because I'm not going to be bringing that much stuff, but I could if I wanted to, if I wanted a full-size bottle of hairspray or something. But yeah, we got that Delta. You found that Delta flight and the All-Star stay.
Yes, this is all coming back to me now. So there was so much texting back and forth. Well, what about this date? Well, what about this date? Well, that date is Mother's Day. This date is that. And I think once I kind of was like, oh, I don't know why we're limiting ourselves to like a long weekend. What if we did this during the week? The possibilities began to open up. And then I can't remember exactly how much our Delta flight was, but I want to say it was in the 120s.
Yeah, that's what I was recalling.
So very cheap. And then they had 40% off annual pass holder discounts for the rooms. So we snapped up an All-Star Sports. And with the flight, I was like, oh, if we fly out the night before, it will still be cheaper because of this cheap flight, even if we add on the additional night at All-Star.
And I love this. I never do this. Yeah. I'm so excited. And that's actually, I think, part of the reason that I started thinking about it as a slumber party, because like the first thing that we're going to do when we get there is like settle into the hotel room.
Right. Yeah. So let's see. What are our trip dates? So we leave on the evening of Tuesday. What is that date? May the 5th. So Revenge of the 5th, as they like to call it. So we're going to miss a little bit of the madness of all the May the 4th be with you.
I think that's good.
And we're flying out in the evening. So I'm going to work a normal Tuesday, and then we're going to meet up at the airport. I have been so busy, I haven't even really been paying attention to all of our stuff because we set it up a little bit back. Are we flying out of LaGuardia or JFK?
LaGuardia.
I hope so.
I mean, that's my preference. That's your preference. Did we get our preference?
Let's look. Opening my Delta app.
LaGuardia Terminal C.
We did? Perfect. Okay. All right. I do love LaGuardia. The only downside to this is that Delta Terminal out of LaGuardia is not where the lounge is. So we will not be able to, lounge it up.
But also, will you really have time? Because you'd be coming from work.
No, but I would hit a lounge, like even if I only had 5 minutes.
Quick hit a lounge. Give me a little quick hit.
Grab a beverage, use a clean restroom. No, it always smells good in there. That being said, I may have access to the lounge on the Orlando end when we're coming back. So we'll see. But yeah, we're going to fly out on that Tuesday night and get settled in at All-Star Sports. And this will be is this my third stay at All-Star Sports or my second now? I went from somebody who had never stayed at a Value except for Pop Century now to having stayed at a Value besides Pop Century multiple times over the past 12 months.
Yeah. This will be my first time at the sports.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
I've done music twice.
Yes, because we went on our girls' trip, our budget to bougie girls' trip.
And then my college
we did
boyfriend
the family suite.
Took me as a graduation present.
Oh, okay. That's a good graduation present.
It was very nice. Very generous.
So I have not stayed at movies now. That's still on my list to check off.
And if we keep looking to do our little budget getaways, I'm sure movies will make an appearance.
Even if it's a couple dollars more, I'd be willing to do it just to check it off the list. I know. And then I have not stayed at Art of Animation either. Oh,
and that I have, but never
Value,
never in a regular room. More. I only stayed in the Cars family suites, which are great.
Yeah. And I know we had considered those when we did that budget to bougie trip, but we were compelled to choose music, not only because it was more affordable, but we also liked that the bed situation in the living room was 2 Murphy beds as opposed to a pull-out couch with 1 Murphy bed.
Yes, that is true.
And wait, no, I think it was a pull-out couch and like one of those chairs that turns into a bed or something. No. It was not the greatest situation.
At Art of Animation?
I think so.
No, it's 1 Murphy bed that comes down where the table, like the dining table would be. and
I
then
just
one
remember there was
pull-out
a
sofa
situation where I was like, I don't want to make anybody have to
on the
sleep
sofa
in
bed
that.
with the bar
Yeah, because
going
sofa
up
beds
into
are,
your back.
yeah, that's not fun. So I'm looking forward to going back to All Star Sports. I really do not mind it at all, especially for a trip where it's like we're going to be park focused
Where
and out of the room focused.
where at the resort did you and Alex stay? I listened to the podcast, but I just can't
We
recall.
we were in the tennis section, which I can't remember what they call the tennis section. It doesn't have the word tennis in it because I remember
Oh, it might be
being
like
like,
court or something like that.
yes, and I was like, what is that? And just in my mind, I could not think of a sport that involved a court besides basketball, and I knew there was a basketball section already.
But that has the big
And
Donald
I
duck, right?
yes,
I
I
would stay
really
there.
liked I really liked the tennis section. It's so
Because Donald
cute.
Duck's my
It's really
boy.
cute. I know. And you've got me loving Donald and Daisy over the past couple of
I
years.
mean, some of the best character meet and greet you'll ever experience.
Truly, yeah. And I think that's the cutest section at All Star Sports for somebody like me who's not
Into sports.
super into sports. I mean, I do love basketball. I always have. Tar Heel born, Tar Heel bred. When I die, I'll be Tar Heel dead. But I don't want to stay into basketball theming necessarily. The tennis theming,
I like
however,
tennis
it's super
skirts.
cute.
I don't play
Oh, me
tennis,
too.
but I like tennis skirts. And
I like tennis
this
aesthetic.
tennis aesthetic, I'm into it. But yeah, sports ball, not my thing.
We all know that about Jeanette. Sports ball is not her thing. Okay, so we've very loosely talked about what we are going to do. So you want to kick it off with what our plans
Sure.
are?
So we get to hit the ground running on Wednesday. I mean, of course, if we don't feel like rope dropping, we don't have to rope drop, but we are
Yeah.
starting with EPCOT, and EPCOT's a pretty soft rope drop. Like it's not, they don't open super early. The name of the game though is Flower and Garden. I almost said Food and Wine, which would not be the name at all. And I was just Flower Garden Festival about a week ago, and none of the booths open until like 11. So
Yeah.
that's something else just for us to keep in mind. Like if we want to like get there and get right into eating festival foods, that's not going to happen until 11.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Or if we wanted to go to, say, Hollywood Studios and take the Skyliner over to Riviera
yeah, and get a
and
Riviera
grab a
coffee.
coffee.
I could
Yeah,
ask
we
if
could
they
do
found my
that.
flip-flops because I think I left my flip-flops there last week.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. I already got a new pair. I come back and I go, I lost my flip-flops and they're from Bali and I'll never replace them. And then I type in the name of the brand, Ipanema flip-flops. They're sold at Nordstrom's. Not a problem.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, we could do that. The possibilities are really endless because, I think that if we were going longer and we had like very specific plans, then it might be a little harder. But because this is going to be kind of focused on flower and garden and a couple other little things, we have a little bit more flexibility. And also, like Jeanette and I do well together. So
And
we'll
also
just be
like,
like, do you
I'm
want to do
tired.
this?
Let's go back to the
Yeah.
hotel. Let's go sit in
Yeah.
the lounge.
So we've done a lot of bench sitting together. Lots of like, let's just sit and watch the world go
Sitting
by.
on a curb, sharing our life stories,
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
taking in the vibes.
So we'll just figure it out as we go along. But yes, our first park day will be at
Yes.
Hot. I'm super excited about Flower and Garden. You have tried some of the foods that have been available. So are there any that you're like, oh, this is something I want to
There's
get again?
really only one thing that I tried
Okay.
that I want to get again, and that is the strawberry shortcake. And last year I had heard that the strawberry shortcake was not good. It was like Costco level cake, no offense to Costco. And like the strawberries weren't good and all of this. But I heard that this year's was good, so I tested it and it was really good. So I will definitely want to be getting another round of the strawberry shortcake. But I also didn't hit off on all the foods that I wanted to try because I was there for a Run Disney weekend, and that's, there's different priorities during a Run Disney weekend. So I still have a good list of stuff that I want to try that I didn't get a chance to.
Okay, so I feel like this is our airport activity, is comparing our food. Darn it, now you got me doing it. Flower and garden
Well, it's the food
food
at
wish list.
Flower and Garden.
It's our wish list.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And you made a couple reservations for us, and I, again, have like,
No recollection.
I sort of like let Jeanette set it and forget it, and I forgot it. So
Good. That's what I
do
want.
we have anything
I'm not
for this?
a Disney. Like, I'll take over those burdens.
And I'll say that I'm normally the person doing all this planning.
Isn't it nice?
And because of how April it is to me, is like, I'm more than happy to just be like, that sounds great. Let's do it.
So we're doing one thing that Virginia's never done, and one thing, like reservation-wise, and one thing that neither of us haven't done yet. So the first thing is on Wednesday, we're going to Geo 82. In the evening, and our reservation is late enough that we probably will end up watching, I think we could end up watching fireworks from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. If it happens, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Good things about the decor. I've heard that the drinks are good, a bit pricey, but, I want to experience it. And especially because the last time I was in EPCOT, I was with Alex, and so I couldn't really do an adults only reservation with him, even though technically he's a
You got to
Disney
pay the adult ticket price, but he's not allowed into Geo 82.
Nope.
Yeah, I've been there. I didn't find like my match of a cocktail from their specialty cocktails, but they have a completely full bar. So I might just do something like order a French 75 because I love those. Like you can absolutely do that, or get a glass of wine. You can totally do that at Geo 82 if you're not into, because it's kind of a distinct cocktail list. Like it's kind of like they're playing with flavors that aren't always on a cocktail menu.
Okay. I remember when it very first opened, I looked at the menu, and I haven't really looked back at it. So that will be another airport activity for me, is checking out the menu and trying to make some decisions, just because when I get put on the spot, I get what I refer to as menu ADD, and I just cannot focus.
Same girl. I mean, honestly, part of being a vegetarian takes some of it away. So that's kind of nice, but I still like to look ahead at menus just so I don't have to be overstimulated.
Now, I don't think we're doing multipass for this day because we're going to be focusing on the booths. Of course, we will be getting a Guardians of the Galaxy Lightyear Lane, and I think you're able to do that tomorrow,
Yep,
right?
I'm going to do it tomorrow morning, bright and early, and I didn't ride it once on this past trip because there's nobody who likes to ride it with me. And everybody said, well, do you want to just get one for yourself, carve out some time? And I said, no. I'm going to ride it multiple times with Virginia, and she will appreciate it.
I will ride it as many times as I can. My goodness. And then we just changed our plan for Thursday. It's funny because when you reached out to me yesterday about changing the plan, part of it was based on some menu changes that have happened at Nomad Lounge. So our goal had been to go to Animal Kingdom, hit up some Nomad Lounge, that sort of thing. And then after you told me that, I was doing my editing for the episode that came out just today.
Which I listened to.
And as we were talking, I noticed that he said naan or pita bread with the bread service. And I was like, oh yeah, bread, love the bread service. But it didn't clock with me that what he was describing
a different bread service.
Like, I thought he was just naming one of the things as opposed to like, oh, there used to be the crackers that came with it and this
Brazilian
and this.
bread and
Yes. Yeah. So that was disappointing. So in light of that, I said, you know what? I'm staying in Animal Kingdom Lodge in July, and I'm going to get lots of Animal Kingdom time. I'm okay if we just change our plan because we both are interested in hitting up Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain is my favorite ride in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it has been closed for over a year.
Too long.
Hurts my heart. And I've got to get back to row 15.
I will wait as long as it takes to get that row. We have not discussed, besides Big Thunder, what we might want to do for multipass. And so did you have something that you were wanting to aim for?
Well,
because
I was assuming that you would want to do Buzz.
Oh, I would. Yes.
Because they updated it.
I would. Yep.
And other than that, I'm kind of open. I'm assuming that Big Thunder is going to be tier 1.
Probably.
So that's our tier 1. And then Buzz is one of our tier 2s. So then we're talking like a Haunted or a Pirates is another tier 2 probably.
Yeah.
Unless you've got something else in mind.
Is Tiana tier 2? I can't remember.
It's 1. But it's easy to get.
It's easy to get, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be warm.
It will be. I would like to do space.
Yeah.
If my back can handle it, because
Is space tier 1 or 2?
I thought it was 2.
Okay. Well, if space is tier, I mean, also space is kind of one that's easy-ish to get during the day.
Yeah.
As like a second rounder.
But I mean, the truth is, like, really, those two are my priority: Big Thunder and Buzz. And it's kind of like anything else that we get done.
Same.
It's fine.
And for me, it's just Big Thunder. It's just Big Thunder all day.
All day, every day. Let's see. I'm just out of curiosity looking to see what the tiers are. Okay. So the tier 1s are Big Thunder, Jungle Cruise, Peter Pan, Space Mountain, and Tiana. And then everything else is tier 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't really care. Whatever we get, we get. I mean, I guess of this list, I would probably prefer Haunted Mansion only because Pirates is so easy to get. And Haunted Mansion, sometimes the line does get a little bit longer.
For sure.
But, you'll do your best and just let me know.
I'll do my thing. And no dining reservations that day.
No, I think, we're going to have plenty to do in Magic Kingdom because I didn't go to Magic Kingdom on my down and back with Alex. And then Friday, we're heading back over to EPCOT again. And we have another reservation this day.
Yes. So that will be due for both of us, and that is Cake Bake Shop.
What time is our reservation?
12:30.
Okay, so we're going to do like a lunch.
That's the idea.
Okay, and I assume we will split some cake.
We can, yes.
I can't.
Although I
can't
will,
so
I listened to your podcast today, and I heard Mike say that he recommends the Millionaire's cake.
Mm-hmm.
And I had gotten that recommendation as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been to Cake Bake Shop, but my good friend Marin and her husband Ryan went over there when we were staying at Old Key West and picked up some cakes and cheesecake and things like that for the house. And I tried the Millionaire's cake, and I just wasn't that impressed by it.
Okay, I'm looking up to see what are the flavors here. This is the French chocolate cake filled with Belgian chocolate ganache, homemade salted caramel sauce, vanilla buttercream, and homemade butter shortbread cookies. I mean, that sounds fine to me. Now that I have the menu up, I'll just read the other options. There's a limited edition, so whatever that is, it's monthly. Raspberry champagne cake, carrot cake, pixie fetty birthday cake, Neapolitan cake, gluten-free black and white cake. And I'm going to say the one that's calling to me the most. Do you have one in your head?
I think so.
Do you want to say it at the same time?
I don't think it's going to be the same.
It might be.
Okay.
Okay, on the count of 3, after the 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Raspberry
champagne.
I told you, I knew.
Magical.
I knew. I would not have asked you to do that if I didn't think we were about to say the same thing. Because for me, I have to be.
I love us.
I love us too. I have to be in the mood for chocolate, and so like I'm reading these descriptions, and I'm just like, but I don't know if I'm going to be in the mood for chocolate on that day. So it's not immediately calling to me.
Chocolate desserts. I love a chocolate milkshake. I love a chocolate mousse, but chocolate cake is kind of low.
Yeah, on your
my hierarchy of cake needs.
Yeah, and like funfetti, Neapolitan, those just seem so like basic to me that I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna. If I had to pick a second choice, I would say lemon blueberry. And the only wild card here is what is the monthly limited edition gonna be? I don't know.
I think I saw it online. I want to say it's like a cookie dough.
That's not gonna sway me.
Yeah, which.
Yeah. All right. Raspberry champagne cake it is.
And done.
And then they have all this lunch stuff. Okay. I'm going to have to look through this and decide
what
I want. And it looks good. I'm excited to try something new. And then, if it's good, I would bring Charles and Alex back if I think that they will like it. Because this is one.
We're basically their taste testers.
Right. Yeah. Because it's one that I feel like is so feminine that neither of them are going to immediately be like, let's go to the cake bake shop, unless we just happen to pass it and they're like, those cakes in the window look good.
And warning, I'm going to wear a play suit. I'm going to wear like a little romper.
Okay. Well, thank you for that warning.
Yeah, I'm not getting super dressy. I'm not
But you're
wearing
gonna
like,
look
a
cute.
full circle skirt.
Right.
But I am making,
You're dressing
I
for the
am
occasion.
wearing a me-made floral
Okay.
one-piece romper thing.
Okay. So that will impact me deciding what to wear, because I don't want to look like I am a schlubba-dub-dub next to you.
Well, I just think if we're going to go to cake bake shop and it is so feminine and girly, we should just like get a little femme.
I've got plenty of Lily Pulitzer options in my closet.
I love it. I was on the Skyliner last week across from a girl wearing a Lily Pulitzer little sundress. And I was like, and it was Mickey Mouse, but it was really subtle.
Yeah.
So cute. Now I really want a Mickey Mouse Lily Pulitzer sundress. But I don't think I like the print that's currently happening, so I'm just going to have to wait till another season.
Yeah. I do have a Lily Pulitzer little romper thing.
There you go.
Perhaps TMI, it involves a strapless bra.
Well, mine will. Mine will. There will be a strapless bra moment.
Okay.
For cake bake shop. You put on your strapless bra and you go eat cake.
We'll see. What is it from Hello Dolly, the Wally song? Put on your Sunday best.
When you go to eat cake.
Okay. Yeah, I got to figure out all the stuff I'm going to pack, because I don't want to overpack. But the fact that we get to carry on with Delta is exciting for me. So, all right. Anything else you wanted to bring up about this trip? Do you have any new, not festival, but other sorts of snacks you were looking forward to? Or are you, and I'm asking this knowing the answer is probably yes, are you on the hunt for any merch that you've yet to find that you're going to want to check up on? Because I'm going to want to check up on the Haunted
The only
Mansion
thing that I'm
pajamas
on the
again.
hunt for, I have a feeling, is not going to be available until fully this summer, aka May 26th, which is the big date where everything is opening, right? I could get it on DisneyStore.com right now, but I can't bring myself to do it because then I don't get my AP discount and I got to pay for shipping. And it's just, they have Muppet bag charms and they made a Rolf.
Ooh.
And Rolf is my favorite.
And I know you love Rolf.
And they never have Rolf merch.
Did you ever get the pin that you were looking for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway with Rolf on it, that limited edition?
No, but it was totally okay because when I first saw it, I thought it was just like the Disney World Railroad. And I was excited about that. I was like, I'm excited about Rolf on the Disney World Railroad. I'm not as excited about Rolf on the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. I don't know why.
Well, because I don't understand why that makes sense.
But for some reason, I feel like Rolf on the on the Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World Railroad, that works for me.
My elementary school choir saying that.
He's moving right along.
Every time I hear it, I flash back to elementary school choir. I feel like most characters make sense on the Walt Disney World Railroad, but Rolf on Mickey and Minnie's, he doesn't appear anywhere in that ride. There aren't Muppets in that ride.
They haven't even referred to Muppets in the new Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Right. It's like
there's no crossover.
But the Walt Disney Railroad, anybody can ride that.
Yeah. So, I got excited about the pin because there is never Rolf merchandise.
Okay.
Now there is a Rolf bag charm. It's on DisneyStore.com. I could just bite the bullet and order it. I'm kind of holding out. I think what's going to happen is that the Rock and Roller Coaster featuring the Muppets is going to, if you recall, at the end of that ride, there was a rather sizable gift shop. There's going to be a gift shop, and that gift shop's gonna need merch, and some of the merch are gonna be these plush items that are currently on the Disney Store website.
Yeah, I'm looking at the website now because I wanted to see. They've got Fozzie Bear, Miss Piggy, Who else have they got here?
They're going to have Sam Eagle. He's not out yet.
I see him on the website, though. He's available on the website.
I had half a mind to like reach out to y'all and be like, does anybody else want a bag charm? Because if I could get enough of an order together to get free shipping, maybe I'd do it.
And they've got a lot of characters here. So they've got Winnie the Pooh. They've got Piglet. They've got Stitch in a graduation, which... I don't know. That's weird to me. And then they've also
I love Stitch, but there's too much Stitch merch.
There is, but why is he in a graduation cap? What has he done to earn that?
I mean, the movie came out a long time ago. Maybe he's graduating from college.
Maybe. Eeyore, we've got Stitch with some flowers. We've got...
I think I have that one, actually.
A character from Lilo and Stitch that I am not aware of called Scrump Summertime Plush. It's from the Disney Store, Japan.
So his name is Scrump. It's the doll. It's the doll that Lilo made.
And then we've got
Scrump in the summertime.
Did you see the one that's Chip in a bear suit? And it's from the Disney Store, Japan. It is adorable. It's really cute.
So do I need to order Ralph and Chip in a bear suit?
I mean...
That's still not going to get me to my free shipping.
You can see here. Can you see my screen?
Oh, there that is really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, and but it's I got excited about the chain thing too, but it's
this Mickey Mouse
it's
icon.
so expensive. It's too expensive.
Yeah, Stony Cloverland is going to be pricey. I mean, these are very cute. Realistically, am I going to
pop it on a bag?
Pop it on a bag. Yeah, because I don't like huge like stuffed animal bag charms as much. I like smaller, more modest bag charms.
Fair.
But they're cute. I like to see them on other people. People getting
and the Ralph one is really cute. Like the Kermit one, his face looks a little weird, but the Ralph one.
But you know how much I love.
Yeah. So I was looking for him when I was there last time. I looked in all the places that I thought would be reasonable, including the Big World of Disney store in Disney Springs, and I didn't find him. So I don't have high hopes that I would find him on this trip either, because like I said, I think he's going to be, if he's at the parks at all, he's going to end up at that gift shop connected to the updated Rock and Roller Coaster. Now, I haven't seen yet when the AP preview is for Rock and Roller Coaster. I don't think it's next week.
I don't think it's next week either, but you know.
It'd be amazing if it was.
It would be. It would be. Have they been doing testing, do you know?
I have no idea.
I sort of felt like they were still like doing some construction-y type things. So, I don't know. We'll get to it when we get to it. All right. I think we're good here. We've got all of our plans, and now all we have to do is go have fun. Well,
I'm so excited.
I am so excited too. Thank you so much, Jeanette, for coming on the show again, and we'll talk after our adventure is over. I mean, we'll talk before then too.
Yes.
Again, we've said this before. It'd be very weird if we go on a trip and we just don't speak the whole entire time. And
don't make it weird, Virginia.
I'm going to make it weird. What if every time you tried to speak to me, I just, no. Save it for the podcast.
Save it for the podcast.
All right. Thank you much. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, as always, to Jeanette for being up for coming on the show and talking some Disney with me. Our post-trip report episode is live and ready for you. If you're subscribed to the show on the podcast platform you're listening on now, which if you're not, why aren't you? Then it should be next up in your queue. If you liked what you heard today, please make sure you leave a rating or a review on the podcast app of your choice or through my website, which is whereilongtobepodcast.com. Also, as a reminder, I am now taking questions, hot takes, tips, anything you would like to send to me through my voice message inbox, which you can find on my website. Again, that's whereilongtobepodcast.com. Just click the Send Virginia a Voice Message button on the bottom right of the screen, and it will get to me. By leaving a message, you might hear yourself on a future show. That is all for now. Thank you again for listening, and keep daydreaming about where you long to be.